professor in the Department of Economics in a university in Izmir. The first thing that AEGEE taught me was the coordination, and how to be a member of a team.
I met my husband there.
AEGEE was the one huge door that opened up so many further doors in my life.
So AEGEE indeed was for me and is for me an inspiration in life.
For me, a lot of soft skills, how to organize things, logistics, talk to people, problem solving, mediating, a lot of these things that later on, when you start applying for jobs, and they say, okay, what did you study? Okay, but what else did you do? A lot of things that I did in AEGEE came up. Oh yes, I've organized conferences for 200 people. I've spoken there. I've organized the summer universities, did project management, etc. So helps you a lot.
Helped me to, as I said, to understand my abilities more in communication and also in motivating people, etc. But by saying communication, like that time, I was so afraid to talk in front of people. Like I was, that was my nightmare. But AEGEE also taught me to speak in front of audience as well.
Practical experience, I believe.
Be it human connections, life experiences, self-awareness, even the professional element in me being more efficient in general and more daring to just really ask for help or assistance in my life.
In a very practical way, it taught me to build majorities. When I think today back at AEGEE, what it taught me in actual practical terms, it taught me how to build majorities. When I ran that comité directeur, it wasn't always without controversy. And at an Agora, you need to have that 50% plus one vote, right? That's how democracy works.
And my first job I found due to AEGEE.
Our first goal was to attract as many members as possible. So at that time, I caught the ability in myself to convince people. From 20, we increased the number of members that year to 200. It was legendary, like everyone talked about it.
But what I learned through AEGEE and that I learned for life is that you might have a very different upbringing, you might have very different backgrounds, you might have very different political, social, whatever other beliefs. Get yourself with the others on a table, have a few beers and talk things through and find a solution. Across cultures, across languages, across geographies, across many other divides. And that for me was the lesson of life that I took away from AEGEE.
But I think one of the most important things about AEGEE is that indeed, as I put it down, gaining and professionally developing your transversal skills is important indeed.
So even now in my university, when there is a conference organization, even if it's not my topic, they invite me because they know that, I'm a problem solver, the constant member of every conference team in my university.
AEGEE probably also teaches you how to find and how to dare to look for and ask for help and assistance.
The thing I learned today, we are 60 people in this company here. At the moment, we're 60 here, and out of these 60 people, we have people from, at last count, about 24 different nations, and with a massively diverse background. And here we're back again, building coalitions across different points of view. We have people from India, we have somebody from Pakistan. I said before goodbye to the person from Pakistan.
AEGEE is probably one of the best examples existing in our continent on how to fuel people into wanting to form communities and project groups on all levels in the best possible ways.
There are so many things that I can tell about how AEGEE changed my life. So I have friends almost everywhere in Europe. So whenever, for example, during my PhD studies, whenever I went to a conference somewhere else, I had a friend there for sure.